Good morning, students. Now this is the new part of the Phillips curve lesson, that is the second part that now I am going to explain it to you. This is module 3 lesson 2. As I said, in module 3 there are only 2 lessons, so you have to you should understand that all the points are very important, because all the 25 marks are given to this module as well. So this is the second part of Phillips curve. In this part we are going to discuss the stagflation, then causes of stagflation, consequences of stagflation. These are the points that we have to discuss. So first, understand the meaning of stagflation. The stagflation refers to an economic situation where unemployment and inflation coexist. That means unemployment and inflation are there in the economy. That situation is called as stagflation. It is characterized with low economic growth, increase in unemployment and high inflation rate. The term stagflation is attributed to Ian MacColl, a British parliamentarian. Now I'll explain it to you with the help of diagram. What is stagflation, or how we can see that? This is in this diagram. Along with x-axis we measured output, along with y-axis we measured price level, and AS is the aggregate supply curve. AS is the aggregate supply curve and AD is the aggregate demand curve. Understand this, AS and AD. AS is the aggregate supply curve and AD is the aggregate demand curve. The economy is in equilibrium at point E. The economy is in equilibrium at point E, where ON is the output. Look at here, ON is the output and OP is the price level. Very simple, you all are aware about it. AD is the aggregate demand curve, AS is the aggregate supply curve, and they both are intersecting at point E. So that time ON is the output and OP is the price. A supply shock such as sharp rise in oil prices increases the production cost of making goods and services, because the cost is increasing. That is why oil prices are increasing, that is why the cost is also increasing. This causes a shift in aggregate supply curve to the left. This causes aggregate supply curve is it is falling down, it is going back. It is AS1, from AS to AS1. This causes a shift in aggregate supply curve upwards to the left from AS to AS1. The equilibrium in the economy changes to E1, causing rise in the price from P to P1, and fall in output from N to N1. In this case, the economy experiences a fall in output, and that is increasing unemployment, and a rise in the price, that is the inflation. Look at here. See, now the new supply curve is AS1 because there is an increase in the cost. Okay, the supply curve is shifting to the left as AS1 and it is intersecting aggregate demand curve at E1 point. So new output is N1 and new price is P1. Output is also falling from N to N1 and price is rising from P to P1. This is what is called as stagflation. That means increase in unemployment and price is also rising. So with the help of diagram you can explain it in a very simple way. The explanation which is given, that is very simple. Now the next point, we will see why the stagflation is there in the economy. Why? As I told you, the definition is unemployment and inflation coexist. So why unemployment and inflation coexist in the economy? What are the causes? The first cause is supply shock. Supply shock. USA and some other developed economies suffered stagflation mainly due to the sudden increase in crude oil prices in 1973. So you all are aware that when oil prices are rising, all the prices are rising. So that is the reason of stagflation. Second, cost push. Cost of production increases due to many factors, that is increase in wages, prices of raw materials and etc. Then low productivity. Low labor productivity is not only low, but it may decline due to the protection provided to the employees by the trade unions and labor laws enacted by the government. So there is a stagflation. Next, social benefits. Social benefits in the form of unemployment benefit, free supply of goods and services to the poor people, etc. provide income to the poor with no obligation to work. When people are getting free, they don't get incentive to work. So it creates more demand, that is inflation, and shortage of goods and services, that is stagnation. Next, excessive regulation. Government policy bringing in excessive control of production and distribution and rigid labor laws results in less availability of goods, at the same time increase the cost. Next, higher taxes. Government increases its expenditure with additional revenue. Cost of production increases due to higher tax, which may affect demand and supply. The next, monetary shocks. Cheap monetary policy, whereby more money is pumped into the economy at lower cost, results in inflation. Next, deficit finance. Government's expenditure more than its revenue leads to more demand for goods and services, which is resulting in the higher prices. Next, policy changes. Democratic governments with an eye on vote bank may introduce popular policy measures, and they are responsible for increase in demand with less than corresponding increase in goods and services. So these are the 9 causes of stagflation. You have to give the heading and you have to explain it. Next point, consequences of stagflation. What is happening when there is a existence of inflation and there is a existence of unemployment? Stagflation is a combination of inflation in stagnant economy. Naturally, it will have all its negative aspects associated with inflation and recession. The economy remains stagnant. That means it is a recession in terms of production and employment. And of course, it is a vicious circle where less investment, less production, less income, less saving, ending further with less investment also. The economy does not have the advantage of trade-off between inflation and unemployment. People are suffering from two problems of unemployment as well as inflation. The production and supply are reduced. They are bringing down the income and employment and pushing the prices up. Now we will see the effects with the help of diagram. In the diagram, aggregate supply curve shifts from AS1 to AS2. From AS1 to AS2, it is shifting to the left hand side. So output falls from Y1 to Y2, and price is rising from P1 to P2. The economy experiencing stagnation, that is falling output. Stagnation is falling output and inflation, rising price. This situation is called as stagflation. Understand? Output is also falling and price is rising. So economy becomes a stagnant economy where the output is low and prices are rising. This is what you have to understand. Okay, this is the consequences of stagflation. It goes to the recession. It is a vicious cycle, or it is a vicious circle. Less investment, less production, less income, less saving, less investment. All these points are there, right? So this is what you have to write about it. Students, giving diagram is must. You have to give the diagrams in a very careful way. Okay, so both the points we cover in that. First, what is the meaning of stagflation with the help of diagram, then causes of stagflation and consequences of stagflation. The question can be in this way, that explain the various causes of stagflation, or what are the consequences of stagflation. So both the questions can be asked. You have to prove it with the help of diagram. Thank you very much.